lovely bookish friends, I'm Heather. Welcome back to Belle's Library. Today I have a really fun book challenge video for you guys. I love doing these videos, so I went ahead and found a new challenge video to do, and this one was created by Jessie the Reader a couple of years ago. It's called How Well Do I Know My Books Challenge. Basically, what we've got is we're going to, I random generated this ahead of time, but we have some numbers that are going to lead us to a book, and then we have a question about the book, and we're supposed to try and answer. Not we, but me. And I have to say, like, what's the color of the underneath book, underneath the, like, dust jacket, right? Or who's the main character? What's her name in the book? Or something like that. So those are kind of some of the questions in it. You're not supposed to look, and then you're just supposed to, like, be like, here we go. So I already generated basically two different numbers. So the first number is what shelf we're going with. So my bookshelf here has 5 shelves. So starting at the top will be 1, down to 5. And then I have one more shelf over there on my TV stand where I keep a lot of my book of the month books. And I have a couple other books over there right now that just aren't really fitting in the bookshelf at the moment. So I just kind of stack them over there too. So that's shelf number 6. So between 1 and 6 is the first number. And then from there, the second number is to count to whatever book number is on the actual shelf so we can get to an actual book, and then we'll have the question about that book, and we'll see if I can answer any of these because I feel like I'm going to do really not well on this. Especially, like, I'm like, what if it's a book I haven't read and I may not know, even more so, who, like, the main character is or different stuff. I don't know. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully well, but I really do just love doing all these fun challenge videos. And so before we totally get started, go ahead and click subscribe if you are new here. And also I have my Instagram and Goodreads down below for you guys so we can chit chat in every area. So do that real fast and let's get to question number 1. Okay, so first coordinates to our first book is 3 and 7. So shelf number 3, 1, 2, 3 right here, and let me grab book number 7. So for this one, without looking, I have to tell you the description of what this book is about. So this one is A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown, and this one we are following 2 main characters. One of them is going into the main, like, capital city for this celebration that's going on, and as they're getting towards the gates, their sibling gets kidnapped by an Ifrit. And the Ifrit says, if you want to have your sibling back, you are going to have to kill the crown princess. And so he ends up, the crown princess is having this, like, competition, and so whoever wins the competition gets to win her hand in marriage. So he enters the competition to try and get her hand in marriage, but really he's trying to kill her. And then she has an ulterior motive as well. She's putting on this competition for her hand, but really she needs a king's heart in order to bring her mom back from the dead. So she wants to marry him and then take his heart. So yeah, we've got these 2 main characters that have ulterior motives, and they are both kind of entangled into each other's lives. Not so bad for the first one. I got this. Okay, so the next one is going to be shelf 1, book number 11. So that's the top shelf. Okay, so that's With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. Without looking it up, what is the genre of this book? YA contemporary. This is a really fun book about Amoni, and she is a teen mom, and she's going to the school, and she dreams about being, like, a head chef, and so we're following her life as she's taking care of this wonderful little one, as well as trying to make her culinary dreams come true. So the next one says, without looking, tell us what is on the cover. So it is, I'm not gonna, like, look at the book. I'm just gonna, like, look at the spine to see what book it is. Then I will tell you what is on the cover, and then we'll pull out the book to see the cover. Okay, so it's on shelf number 4, and it's book number 5. So the book is The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, and I'm pretty sure this one's, like, blue, and it has, like, a face on the cover, and it has it, like, split in half with, like, a like, jagged spot kind of thing, I'm pretty sure. That's the best I got, so let's see. Okay, so here it is. So see, there's, like, a face, and it's blue, and it's got this, like, line, but I totally forgot that the title and his name were, like, quite so big and bold on this. it's super reflective, which is not helping. There we go. That's a little better, right? Okay, so the next one is, without looking, tell us the main character's name. And we're going to go to the coordinates of shelf 3 and book number 14. So that's the shelf that you can kind of see here. Let's see what number 14 is. So we kind of moved into the unread part of my bookshelf's territory, so I have no idea. It's The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I haven't read this. I also have not seen the movie. So let's see what we can try and guess here. I'm going to guess that it's going to be just kind of a normal white person type name. And pretty sure it's following a girl and a boy, but we'll say like Rachel and Sean. Let's see. Hazel. Oh, that's a good one. That's a cute name. And Augustus. Nope, not close. And not like super generic, actually. Those aren't too bad. So yeah. Definitely did not get that one very well. All right, now without looking, we are going to name a side character, and we have the coordinates of 6, 5. So that is my shelf that's over there. So I will be right back. Okay, so of course it's another book that I haven't read. This is The Night Tiger by Yangzi Chu, and gosh, I love this cover. I think it's so gorgeous. That really like just draws me into this book so much. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. I don't even know the main character's name though, let alone a side character's name. So we're just gonna not even, I have no idea. Like, no idea. Let's see. So I'm guessing Ji Lin is probably the main character. And there's a Chinese houseboy Ren mentioned. They seem like the two like main characters. So there's a mention inside here of a character named William and one named Rawlings, it looks like. So there's a couple possible side characters for you. So this next one is kind of fun. So we're going to try and guess how many pages are in the book. And if it's within 25 more or 25 less than the actual number, then I can count it as a win. So yes, let's check it out. We are on shelf number 2 and book number 19. Okay, so that gets us to Illuminae by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. And I'm pretty sure this book is like 600 and it's like just under 600 pages, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna say 602. Okay, let's see. Ooh, it's just under. It's 599. Oh, man. Can you see that? Focus camera right there. But it's still a win because they said within 25 up or down. So I was only off by 3 pages. Okay, so for this next one, without looking it up, we're going to tell what rating we gave to the book that comes up. And it says that you can redo some different numbers if it's a book that you haven't read yet. But this is on shelf number 1. I've read all the books on that shelf, so it's perfect. We're gonna go to book number 8. Well, this one's super easy. I definitely don't need to look this one up at all. This is Slay by Brittany Morris, and I know I gave it 5 stars because it's been one of my absolute favorite books so far this year. I have adored and loved it and talked about it quite a bit. So yeah, if you haven't read this one, it is super, super good. I consider it to be more of a contemporary, but I know some people kind of consider it part of a sci-fi type genre. So we're following Kira, and she actually made this online role-playing game, and it's for people that are part of the Black community because she really wanted a place where she could go and just kind of express that side of her. And it's really a very cool game and very interesting, and the author does a great job of like explaining the game, and I really enjoyed it. But some characters in her game get into a squabble outside of the actual game about it, and this kid ends up getting murdered. And so everybody's like wanting to know who she is. She's kept it anonymous at this point, and they want her to kind of stand forth, and like they're calling her racist for making a game that is only for Black people. And it's just like a really interesting insight into, you know, how she's handling that and dealing with that, and how different people like react to something like that and their different opinions and thoughts. And it was so good. I loved it. I loved it. So this next one is, without looking, where does the book take place? And this is on shelf number 3. Again, we really like that shelf apparently. And book number 10. So we got The Bookish Life of Nina Hill. This is by Abby Waxman. I haven't read this one, so I really don't know. For some reason, something in me says that it takes place in New York, but I'm not 100% sure, but that's going to be my guess. I am not sure. I'm pretty sure this is about this girl, Nina, and she is like an only child, and she lives with her mom, and it's just like the two of them, and she just really loves to kind of read. And then I think her like dad passes away that she never knew or something, and apparently he had like a whole bunch of other extended family, so she has all these cousins and different stuff that she just never knew about, and kind of gets thrust into their world, and she's like, wait, I'm used to like just me and my mom, and now I've got all these people everywhere, and kind of just upheaves her whole life kind of thing. So, but let's figure out where this is set. All right, trying to read into this, it actually doesn't say on the back. So I read the first page, and it looks like it's set actually in Los Angeles. So I was on the wrong coast, my bad. But maybe I was just thinking big city, and that's kind of where New York came from. But yes, we've got Los Angeles. I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to be keeping track of how many of these I actually got right or wrong, but I guess I can do that when I'm editing because I'm not doing it as I'm going here. So I'll try and maybe keep a tally going, maybe. Next one is, we're going to have to try and name the parents' names in the book without looking. So that should be interesting. What if it's a book without parents? Do I just get new numbers, I guess? So our coordinates for this one are shelf 2, right behind me, book number 12. So that brings us to Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles. And I don't think there's parents in here. I know the main character does not have parents. Jack is like the closest thing because that's who raised her. So I guess you could say that, but yeah, but he's not really a parent, and I really don't think there's any parents in here. This is about this girl who wants to be a magician. There's like a magician competition in this town nearby, and so she enters. She's like the only woman, and then there's a bunch of other magicians, and then definitely something weird going on with the town because it's basically like kind of turned into, it used to be like this huge, crazy, bustling city, and it's just slowly gone downhill since the 4 like main founders or something went missing, or they're not there anymore or something. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a little bit since I've read this, and I remember having so many questions and being like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen with this? What's going to happen with that? And then you get no answers at the end, and I was just like, ah! I was really frustrated by that. I was like I literally tabbed a whole bunch at the beginning because I was like, wait, this could go somewhere, this could go somewhere, what about this, what about that? And then like it just, none of it went anywhere. I was like, I was very disappointed by that. But anyways, yeah, I'm thinking Jack's gonna be the closest, but he's really like not a parent figure at all. It'd be kind of weird if he was. It'd be a little creepy. So I don't know, should we repick that? Let's just repick it. Let's just repick it. Okay, so I'm gonna put between 1 and 6 on here. Okay, so I've got 1 to 6 on here, and we're looking right here for what shelf we're gonna go to. Shelf number 4, and then we'll just put 1 to 25 for how many books. And so 4 and 16. Let's see if that works at all. That is not a book that I've read, so we'll find out in a sec. Okay, so we have The Nightingale by Kristen Hannah. Again, I haven't read this one, so not totally sure, but I know that it follows these 2 sisters, and one of the sisters, I'm pretty sure, is like taking care of her home, so she is a parent, but I have no idea what her name is. I don't know what either of the sisters' names are. So let's see. So Vianne says goodbye to her husband as he heads out for the front. And it says, a German captain requisitions Vianne's home. She and her daughter must live with the enemy or lose everything. Okay, so yeah, one of the sisters' names is Vianne, and she has a daughter, and she's taking care of her while her husband's away at war, and this is set in like World War II times. So there you go. I did not get that one at all. Okay, so this next one says, without looking at the hardback, what color is the book underneath the dust jacket? So for this one, I'm just gonna like try and look at it really fast just to get the title, and try not to look at it too steadily because I don't want to like get myself in trouble here, and see it before being able to guess. And then we'll pull the book out. So This is on shelf number 5, which is on the very bottom, and it's book number 13. Let me see what book that is, and hopefully it's a hardcover too. Well, unfortunately, it's a paperback. So let's try this again. So we'll do another quick generate for a different number book. What are you doing? Book number 2? Okay, so it is Half Sick of Shadows. I was pretty sure that's what it was. It's a book of the month book that I got recently that I'm really curious about. It's like a King Arthur type retelling type thing. But I remember actually looking at the inside cover of this one and really loving the colors. It's like greens and gold and black, and it's pretty. So let's see. Okay, so here it is. Half Sick of Shadows. This is by Laura Sebastian. And, oh, it's not green. I totally thought it was green. Oh, it's black and gold. I knew it had black and gold, but I thought it was green. And then this part was like gold and then like black lettering or something like that. I don't know. I just really thought like the main part was green. But the actual like outside part has all of those green, black, and gold on it. So that probably is what threw me off. I really like the cover of this one and the colors that they chose, and it just gives me definitely some medieval times feels. There you go. So this next one, we have to do a hardback as well, so hopefully this works out. But it says, without looking, is there anything like imprinted or is there some kind of design on the hardback underneath the dust jacket? Okay, so we've got shelf number 1 and book number 12. Okay, so I already know the answer to this one. So this is Love from A to Z by S.K. Ollie. And I actually read this during a vlog, and I had accidentally, somehow juice got spilled on this book. I don't know that it was me. I think it was my daughter, but I can't really remember. And that's when I realized that there actually is, but it's kind of hard to see in the camera. So let me see if I can show you. But it's got like these like leaves and flowers and stuff. Okay, so let's see if we can, no, it's like really hard to see. Dang it. I wish that I could get this to focus somehow on it. You can kind of, sort of, maybe see it a little bit. Anyways, it's there. It's like, just, it's all white, so you can't really tell, but like there's like these big leaves. So the next one, we are again looking under the dust jacket. So without looking and taking off that dust jacket, what is the color of the font on the book underneath there? So we're going to go to shelf number 3, number 13. So we have Everything Beautiful Is Not Ruined by Danielle Young Ullman. I'm going to guess the font is red. I'm debating between white and red, but we'll just say red. Let's just go with it. Oh, wow, that is so not what I was expecting. I was not expecting this to be blue, like a bright blue at all. Nope. But the font is gold. So, yeah. Interesting. Was not expecting that at all. Okay, so for the next one, we're looking inside the book. Without looking, do the chapters have like names for the titles, or is it just numbers? So we're gonna go to shelf number 2, book number 17. So we have Arch Enemies by Marissa Myers. This is the second in the Renegade series, and I love this one. It's about these basically like superheroes and villains, and one of the villains infiltrates into the superheroes like government, and maybe like finds that she kind of agrees with them, but also still agrees with the villains. And there's a lot of like gray middle ground in this one, and I just think that makes it so much more interesting. Anyways, I am pretty sure that there's not titles. I think it's just numbers on the titles. So let's find a title here. Oh yeah, see? Chapter 13. It says chapter 13, but like, that's just a number. I'm thinking when they were asking the question, like that's just the number. They were saying like, does the chapter say like the one where it ends, or, you know, like an actual title, right? Okay, so it says, without looking at the cover, does it have an award on the title, or on the cover? Is there an award stamp somewhere? So I won't pull this one out. We're going to shelf number 3 again, because that's just like the popular shelf. And we're gonna go to book number 17. So this one is The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. And I'm pretty sure this one does not have an award stamp on it. So let's find out. There it is. I was right. No award stamp. This is one of Emily Henry's earlier books. So I would guess that some of her more recent ones that have been really getting a lot of praise might, but I know this one's pretty early in her career, I'm pretty sure, so that's why I figured it didn't quite yet. Okay, so without looking, does this one have any author blurbs on the cover? We're going to shelf number 2, book number 5. So that is right here. It's The Weight of the Stars by Kay Ancrum. And I think it does. I'm pretty sure there's one. Ah, there it is right here. It is blurred by Shannon McGuire. There you go. Without looking, does this one have a description of the book on the back? Shelf number 1, book number 5. I'm not looking as I pull it out. Here we go. I'm just looking at the front, which is Serious Moonlight by Jen Bennett. This one, I don't think it has a description on the back because it's a hardcover and it's probably right on the inside little thing. So I'm going to go with no. So you have this description and this description? What? Well, bummer. I totally thought I was going to get that one. Without looking, does this book have an author photo in the back? Shelf number 5 on the bottom, book number 19. It is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. And I am going to say yes, it has an author photo. Not on the back. It has some of her other books. Oh no, it doesn't! Dang it! These are really beautiful covers though. I love how shiny they are, and like when you actually can see it really well, it's like it just has like this depth to it. There's a lot of different stuff hiding in there. So it says, without looking it up, is this author using a pen name? We're gonna go to shelf number 6 over there, book number 7. Okay, so we got The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. Pretty sure that is not a pen name. From what I can see, that is her name. No pen name. So this next one, I have to remember what point of view the book is written in. This one is on shelf 6, which I feel like I'm gonna get another book I haven't read because I've only read like half of them. And it's book number 8, which is on the side that I haven't read. What, dang it. So let's do book number 8. Okay, so I went ahead and I just went down. I started at where the books are that I've actually read because I feel like in this one I really just need to have actually read it. And I just went to number 8 in that half of it. And that was Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. And I'm pretty sure this one, because there's like 2 different areas being written. So I'm going to say, okay, we're not going to talk about, because there is excerpts from a book that was written by the main character's father. And we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the main character in the present day. And I'm pretty sure it's written in first person. Yeah, it said like, I had assumed that included sleepover. I was wrong. I asked, blah, blah, blah. So yes, first person, I got that one right. Next one is, without looking, are there pictures or graphics in the book? And we're going to go to 2. And I can tell you right away that there definitely is in this one because I love the artwork in this one. It's A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, and it has gorgeous artwork in here. I love the artwork in here. It is just beautiful. Without looking, does this book have an epilogue? 6-2. Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. I read this a couple months ago, and I'm trying to think. I think there was an epilogue. Was there an epilogue? Or did I just leave it kind of open? Maybe there wasn't. Was there? All right, I'm going to go no epilogue. I think it kind of left it open. Nope, no epilogue. Yay, I'm right. Now we're going to jump to the other side of that, and without looking, we're going to look to see if the book has a prologue, and we're going to go to shelf number 1, number 15. So Small Spaces by Catherine Arden. This is a middle grade, and yeah, I'm pretty sure this did not have any type of prologue. Nah, yes, we just started at chapter 1. I am correct, woohoo! Without looking, is this book signed? Number 113. So we're just going to go back to. That's going to put us at Daisy Jones and the Six, and this should not be signed unless I'm crazy and it's signed and I just didn't know it. That would be really amazing if I found a book that Taylor Jenkins Reid signed, because I really love her books. But no, I don't see any. All right, so without looking, do the page numbers have a design above or below them? And we're going to go to 3-3. So we had a 2-2, and now we have a 3-3. So that is Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. I'm going to say, just because there is some, like, fanciness going on the cover to this, and it was an Outcrate book, I'm going to say yes. Nope, it does not. They're just right down here, and they're just there. Dang it. I mean, who pays attention to these types of things and just remembers them? That's just... All right, so without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on this? It's going to be on my 6th shelf over there. Number 14. I feel like with stuff like that, I don't know. I don't know. Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I'm going to say no. And we're going to find out right now. Okay, so let's find a chapter. Nope. See? And this is what I was talking about earlier. This, like, the chapter is called Chill in My Bones. Instead of, there's no number, right? But yeah, no. Nothing fancy happening there. All right, so now, are the acknowledgments in the front or back of the book? We're going to go to shelf number 4 and book number 1. I have not read this book. It's called This Mortal Coil by Emily Suvada. I'm pretty sure it's a sci-fi that I probably should get to soon enough. But I'm going to say at the end, because I feel like a lot of times acknowledgments are at the end. They're not really in the beginning, right? I don't know. I feel like they're always... It is at the end. There it is. There's the beginning. There's the end. Beginning. End. It's at the end. There's also... kind of threw me off, because the very, like, end has about the author, and then it has this page of, like... It looks like genetic code, to be quite honest. So I was like, what is this? There's like a few pages of it. And then I had to go past that, and then the acknowledgments are there. I was like, okay. Oh my goodness. This next one says, what year was the book published? I'm totally like not going to get this. I'm pretty sure. So the coordinates for this one are 1-9. So Sadie by Courtney Summers. I'm going to guess 2019. Let's see if I'm right. Video's been going for a while. I really need to wrap it up. Oh, I'm so close. 2018. So close. Okay, so this next one is the last one, and it says, without looking, what year did you read this book? And we're going to go to shelf 2, number 16. Yes, I read it in 2020. So there you go. There it is. The book challenge of how well do I know my books. I'll have that final tally, and you guys can judge whether I know my books well or not. I think I did fairly okay, like better than I was expecting to. There's definitely some tricky questions in there that I was just like, I don't know about that. So anyways, if you made it this far, I would absolutely love to have you guys put, I don't know, let's say the dice emoji down below, because it's kind of a fun game. All right, I will talk to you guys soon.